Nope, we're not doing any of that. We just start it up.
Just
Easy
fire it
peasy.
in there.
Yep. Play,
Crimson red.
play, playoffs week 1 incoming. Spencer,
Hey,
you made it.
yo, I did.
You
I
made it.
snuck in. Snuck in like I'm stealing from the children's hospital.
How exactly did you get in? Is it just because you had the most points out of those 6 and 8 teams, or?
Yeah, the first tiebreaker goes to points for, which I had about
Hmm.
90 more than Dad, who was the second closest, and
Okay.
then about 100 more than Drew, who was like the next closest
Oh,
after him.
okay. I see. So if Andrew, no, Andrew was just one. If Sarah or Ben or Mom or Dad won their matchups, you would not be in the playoffs.
Yeah, that is correct.
Very interesting. I would like to say Garrett ended 5-9 and Sean ended 4-10 after Sean started. What did he start?
0-8 or 0-9 or something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that. That's pretty. Hey, clutching up in the end. Not that it's gonna
I
get him
know
anywhere, but
that obviously there's a lot of people who aren't going to be happy. Only half the league can make the playoffs, unfortunately. But I just want to say that I think I mentioned it last week, but this was the most parity we've had in the family league to date. That was a lot of really close final standings and really close final scores, like points for and points against. I really think it was a lot of fun, at least to this point for the regular season.
yeah, you can say that now because you just snuck in the playoffs.
Even if I hadn't made it, I was fully convinced after I realized I was going to lose to Garrett that I wasn't going to end up making it. Somebody was going to get lucky and somehow end up winning their matchup, and I was going to get knocked out. I told you when we were filming this last week, I was like, it's win or in. I'm going to control my own destiny, and I fucking flubbed my lineup. I
Yeah,
scuffed it, and I could have won, and I just didn't. So
lucky.
not
Which
that
I,
I put up a bad week. 95 points is still okay, but like I could have put up like 115.
you know, yo, shout out by the way to Chris who ended up 7-7 and has 1,500 points scored against him. Nobody else is in that 1,500 range. Multiple mid-range 1,400 scores. Sarah had 1,481 scored against her, but Chris had a lot of points scored against him, and he also cracked a 1,500 score. So
And he ended the season on a 3-win streak to get up into back to 500 and
yep,
make the playoffs, which I think is crazy.
yep.
Obviously, largely fueled probably by, if I remember his team correctly, Tua and Jamar Chase, if I had to guess, but they don't seem like they're slowing down. So I
Yeah.
really think he's gonna be I think he's gonna be a dangerous playoff team. I think he may actually get revenge on getting second last year
Oh,
if I'm making a prediction.
bold predictions from week 1. Chris going all the way to the championship, huh?
Uh, I think so. I told you last week his team would be the most nervous that I would be to face in the league. Not that you don't have a bad team. I think I'm second most nervous about your team, third about Shannon. I know she's gonna be salty that she's third, but
If she even hears it.
um, yeah, it is what it is. But um,
Yeah, real quick, because before I forget, I'm giggling over here. Shout out to your waiver claim moves, bro. 41 is insane.
what is that? 41 divided by 14. What is that? I can't do math. It's just like I'm averaging like 4 a week or
This entire roster is changing every week. Holy hell. Okay, I didn't write down any stats for the week, guys. Sorry. We're going to go back and just do a couple of highlights. Let's scroll through. Chris with the highest. Nope. Chris almost with the highest points scored. Nathan had the highest points scored, 126.6. Who had the lowest? Nope. It appears to be Sarah. Rip, 78.36. No idea who had the most scrimmage yards. A lot of really pretty solid close matchups. Not that Beth needed to win, but losing by 5. You almost came back and won, but still made the playoffs, so who cares? Veronica took down Shannon. I don't remember if Shannon had anyone on bye or not, but yeah, some good matchups onto the playoffs, huh? Playoffs
Yeah,
week 1.
I just like to say I don't know if Dad's gonna watch it or not, but I feel real bad for him. His driving. Not that he probably didn't have opportunities earlier in the season to get to a
No, but the
playoff winning
4
record,
losses
but
in a row though. It's just,
not just that, but the win, and he would have probably been in since I lost. And he had Lamar on bye week, who like has been like the
oh
driving force of this team.
no.
He puts up 85. I don't even know who ended up starting at QB. It looks like Russell Wilson, which I don't know. Sean had a good week though, so I don't know. Probably would have been close, but
Yeah. Damn. Feels bad. All right. Let's. This one won't
and
be super duper long.
valiant effort from Drew. I feel bad for Drew too. He really was trying
He
to.
he did try really high. I mean, he won. He just didn't have quite enough points
Yeah.
to make it there. You want to predict Shannon's matchup real quick?
She wins the bye week is my
Okay.
prediction.
Sweet. Let's move on. Good job, Shannon.
Into the
Eight.
divisional round.
The
No, what would that be? Conference championship? Yeah, conference championship.
Sorry, dogs barking. Hopefully they're not coming in the background. I don't know if there's someone at
didn't
the
hear
door or what. They're still going.
Okay,
I think they stopped. Veronica versus Nathaniel. 8-6 versus 8-6. I don't know which seeds these are. I thought it had just said. Let me try this again. Let me see. I might have to go yell at these dogs. I don't know what they're barking at. Number 5 seed versus the number 4 seed. Let's see. What do we got?
both 8-6, huh?
How do I just get to?
It's
like this?
giving Nate an advantage down the line. He's currently projected 3 more points than Veronica.
Hang on, keep talking for 2 seconds.
Okay. I mean, I think this is probably. I think all the playoff teams that made it obviously are solid teams. I'm not sure I like the matchup of Baker against that Chargers D, but they've been a little spotty, so they could be in trouble there. I do like the Bengals D against Tennessee though. That should be solid for Nate. Vikings against Chicago, it's a division matchup that could be pretty good too. They've been pretty good all year. Amon Ra against Buffalo could be interesting. I think the only thing that I would be worried about is that the Detroit defense has been really good, and Josh Allen has been Veronica's driving force. So it's really going to come down to Josh Allen for this whole matchup, I think. That being said, I think I like Nate to pull out a win on this one. I don't know what happened to James. I guess we'll wait to see what his prediction is here in a second. Not sure if I should just go to the next one. We'll just keep rattling it off here, I guess. Oh, he's back.
My bad. People at my front door. I probably should have just paused the stream. I didn't realize it was going to take that long. They're trying
No, you're good.
They're trying to figure out whose cat was roaming about the streets. My next door neighbors have 2 cats that are like outdoor cats. I'm like, yeah, it's just my neighbors. Just throw him in the grass right there. He's fine.
Jesus Christ.
What were you saying? Recap.
I don't want to make it drag out. I basically said I like kind of both the defenses that they were playing this week. I was a little
Bye-bye,
iffy on
Caleb Williams.
Baker against the Chargers, but they've been a little spotty, and I don't know. I think I said that it looked like down the line it was giving the advantageous matchup to Nathan's team. but it can't count out Veronica. I think it's really going to come down to how it has most of the year, how much Josh Allen can put up for her, and I don't think you can count her team out. But that being said, I think I was going to predict that Nate was going to get the win.
Okay. Really, really, really good matchup for Josh Allen. We got. I'm gonna take the over on that game. Another 42-44 banger probably with the Lions and the Bills. So, if Josh puts up another 3 rushing, 3 passing, I think she's got it in the bag. Cortland Sutton back on a roster who's been insanely good. Amon-Ra in the same game with the Bills is really good. Don't like Rachaad White versus the Chargers, but Bucky Irving got injured last week, so I don't know if he's going to play or not. Other side, Jerry Jeudy's been really good. George Kittle's been really good. Chuba Hubbard, like Nate's team, Nate's team is just like been solid overall the past few weeks. Don't know how I feel about Aaron Jones versus the Bears. And Calvin Ridley's been hit or miss, but I think this one's going to be really close.
Yeah, it's predicting it pretty close, too. It was saying Judy's been doing crazy, but I'm concerned him going up against that Chiefs defense.
Yeah, but this
does kind of feel like a trap game for the Chiefs. I don't know why.
I said the same thing about Jeudy versus Pat Surtain, but Pat Surtain didn't even cover him, so I don't know. Either way, I think I will. I don't even know. This one's gonna be so close. I feel. I think I'll take Veronica solely because I love the Josh Allen matchup, and I feel like Amari Cooper's been pretty quiet, so I think I'll have a pretty decent game. And that Lions defense has just been getting banged up every single week. So, thoughts? You almost looked like you were frozen over there. Oh, you were frozen over there.
Yeah, my internet cut off for a second, I think.
Are you good? Do I need to pause?
No, you're good. We'll just keep going.
Oh, okay, wait, your camera fixed itself. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm taking Veronica, if you heard anything I said.
I heard Veronica, and then you turned into the Matrix, so.
I just said I love the Josh Allen matchup, and the Lions defense has been getting more banged up week to week, so yeah. It's I think it's a Veronica moving forward. Nathaniel's road ends here.
Prior matchup, I don't know if you saw that. Nate won 121 to 118.
Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna flip it. Veronica wins 121 to 118 on Nathan.
All right. Next one, Chris and Beth.
Year should also be, well, I mean, it's playoffs. They're all going to be pretty good, huh?
Previous matchup, Chris lost. This was week 6. Chris lost 77 to 109.
I think, assuming that Trey McBride's good, assuming that Bucky Irving's good, Neighbors is questionable. I think he'll probably play. But I think Chris is going to win this one. Jamar Chase is on a tear. Dowdle's kind of coming alive. And the Dolphins offense has been a lot better with Tua back now. And I really hate the matchup, the Eagles versus Steelers. I think Steelers are going to win the game. I think the Eagles are going to kind of struggle hard in that game. So
I'm real curious how that game's going to go, just in general. I think
both teams are going to struggle, but I think the Eagles are going to get more frustrated and end up losing the game out of frustration.
It's at Philly, though.
Don't care. Steelers D. Trap game for the Eagles.
They're pretty solid. It's not really a trap game. Both teams are 9-2 or something.
I guess it isn't a trap game, but when I think of the Steelers on paper, I don't think of them as any world beaters right now, but they're just really solid. And I think the Eagles offense
they don't seem to have any clear weakness as a team.
But the Eagles offense can do one thing, and that's run the ball. And I don't think that only running the ball is going to work for them. So, and I don't know. I don't know how many times Saquon finds the end zone in this game, and I don't know how many scrimmage yards he's going to wind up with. But I bet, like, his first stat line for him, I bet you he goes like 18 rushes, maybe like 72 yards, and like 2 catches, gets like 10 points. I don't think he's getting like his 30-point games.
I still think he hits 100 yards at least.
I mean, he'll probably rip one off, and you're right, but
I also really like Beth's Ravens defense against the Giants. I think I like the Ravens for a
huge
touchdown this week.
Which player?
It wouldn't surprise me if it was Hamilton.
All right, I'm gonna put $10 on that. I'll give you half.
Okay,
it's probably like a plus 5,000 bet or something like that.
I absolutely love Jamar Chase against the Titans, though. I think he's just gonna absolutely slaughter them.
Agreed. I do think. I mean, you've got Mike Evans on the other side, and then I mean, Sterling Shepard in the lineup is pretty rough. But Khalil Shakir versus the Lions. I mean, he did pretty well last week, right? I think he had a touchdown. I don't remember what he scored last week, but he should be pretty good.
Not sure.
Who are you taking? You said Beth? I think I'm taking Crystal in this one.
I can't. I
pick?
think Chris is gonna. No. I think Chris is gonna go all the way, so I can't pick.
Oh, that's right.
Chris, but,
I hate to root against Beth because her team's been really good.
I'm not rooting against anybody. I'm just saying what I think will happen. I am a little nervous about the Miami matchup against Houston. Their D has been a little stingy, and they're coming off a bye week. But the Dolphins' offense has been pretty fucking good these past few weeks. Yeah, I don't know. Trey McBride against New England. I don't know. I think like we said, the other ones could be also really close. I can't pick against Chris, but Beth winning also wouldn't surprise me. So.
Agreed. Yeah, that's why I mean, all these are hard to pick. I don't know. I don't think that the Dolphins are gonna struggle that much against the Texans, but it could go either way. I think I'm still locking in Chris. If Neighbors plays, I think he also could potentially have a pretty decent game. I mean, the Ravens secondary is kind of dog shit. So,
except we got Fettuccine Alfredo throwing the ball this week.
He is, isn't he? Good. Lucky for me because I have the bye week in my dynasty, and I just made a trade for Bo Nix, and he's on bye weeks, and now I lost Drew Lock as a starter, so I have one starting quarterback, and it's Bo Nix.
Sick.
But I don't need anyone this week, so yay! All right. We have one more matchup to cover.
Me versus you.
I'm taking
David versus Goliath.
Okay, you're not David, bro. Just because your team was shit for 8 weeks of the year.
I'm 6-8. Go fuck yourself. I am David. I'm the little man.
I'm not Goliath. I'm not the first round bye. If you make it to the end and play Shannon, that's David versus Goliath.
I'll have to probably play Shannon next week if I manage to somehow beat you, because I think it just goes the next high seed has to face the low seed again.
Oh, is that right? Oh, you have to crawl your way in.
I think. I'm not really sure how it works, honestly. Regardless, all I'm worried about is this matchup, which I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I scuffed it by not playing Purdy last week. However, I am a little nervous about playing him against the Rams, who, while they look like they have a shit defense, I feel like Sean McVay has Kyle Shanahan's number for some reason. So they're
buddies, aren't they?
Yeah, they were coordinators together before they became coaches. Yeah. So.
I'm excited to watch Derrick Henry run on the Giants.
Yeah. I'm expecting Henry to put up about 120 yards, 2 tutties against us.
I'm undecided on who my kicker should be. I might leave in Jason Myers just because he plays Sunday night, so I can have someone to root for on Sunday Night Football. Um, yeah, I am scared of your team, specifically Joe Mixon. And CD versus the Panthers is pretty scary. Adams could always go off, but I don't know. The Jets suck. I feel like I feel like the Jaguars somehow beat the Jets. No.
It would be hilarious.
Does Aaron Rodgers just retire after that if that happens, or?
No, he'll say something about how Devontae Adams ran the wrong route, and that's why they lost.
True. Are you picking yourself to win? That's the real question.
Oh yeah, I was telling you before. I'm wearing my Team Spencer shirt, so yeah, I'm definitely picking myself to win, baby.
Oh, nice shirt. Where'd you get that, dude?
Some freaking gabagoo who just happened to be on the side of the road while I was in New Orleans on my bachelor trip. He just gave it to me. Had a picture of me and everything.
It kind of looks like Tobey Maguire though with a mustache.
Pizza
Pizza time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take myself in this one. I don't even know if my lineup's set all the way. I guess I could start Devontae Smith. Kiki's trying to stop everything. Hey, she's clicking on things.
I didn't have a chance to take a look earlier. What happened to Herbie? Is he hurt or something?
Yeah, it was in the game. He just took a hard hit, I want to say. Hi, Kyber. And he came back in and played, but they had to list him as questionable because he suffered an injury.
Gotcha.
But if I have any inkling that he can't go, I'm gonna have to stream someone because, like I said, oh wait, Bonix is not on bye. Why did I think he was? Oh, he was on bye. Wait, I don't know. Anyway,
he was on bye last week.
Okay. Yeah, I might just start Bo Nix against the Colts. I haven't decided yet. My lineup's not fully set, so we'll see. But anyway.
Well, our last matchup was week 5. I put up my worst score of the entire year, 76 to your 131.
Well, you know what they say.
I didn't have Joe Mixon at that point, though. He was on... I don't think he actually ended up going to IR, but he was hurt for like 3 or 4 weeks. I don't remember.
You know what they say about history? It tends to,
Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure one of my players is going to get like 4 touchdowns and knock you out of the playoffs.
Who's getting 4 touchdowns for you?
Joe Mixon, maybe?
Oh, shit. Here's what I'll do. I'll place another bet, Joe Mixon to score 3+, and that way, if he does do that against me, I won't feel as sad.
That's fair. You gotta counterbalance.
Exactly, yeah. Yep. Counterbalance the sadness.
Yeah, no, I'm most definitely nervous. Like I said, I think you have a real solid team, and I'm very reliant on 2 matchups here, apparently, or one specific game. Really, I'm reliant on the Miami Houston game being high scoring and the Jets Jags game also being partially high scoring, and I'm not really sure that's gonna happen, so I'm a little nervous, but
what's the we're projected 1.3 apart.
Yep.
This will be interesting. Oh yeah, nice I see the previous matchup thing. I'm just gonna not check my. I literally think I'm just gonna shut my phone off.
You wanna chat tomorrow during Thursday Night Football? I got Brock and you got Kyron.
All right, yeah, that sounds good.
I bet
I'll be here. This turned into a less of a show about the everyone's teams and more about us just trying to kill each other. But that's all right.
A little friendly banter. It's playoffs. I'm just glad to be here.
Playoffs week 1. Congrats, Shannon. Someone will see you next week.
Fucking Shannon. She just gets to sit on her high horse.
She cheated! Cheater! Alright, that's a wrap. Sorry if we didn't talk about you in the losers bracket, but good luck to the losers bracket teams as well. I just honestly figured that if you're in the losers bracket, you probably aren't watching this anymore because
Garrett's win over me helped him avoid the porta potty first round bye, which I think ended up going to Sean still. But
Nice. Congrats, Sean. Anyway, they can start researching for next year.
yeah, I'm sure they're gonna do that.
They're gonna have the edge. They'll have like 3 extra weeks of research on us. So, all right.
What are we scouting college?
See y'all. See y'all next week for round 2 of the playoffs. Bye bye.
Yeah, I might show up with a bag.